Why not deal 2 resolutions with 1 sale? Get the advanced specialist quotes now for $0. That's right, $0. With locations near your home and new media.
So, it's Wednesday morning. It's about 8 a.m. We're on our way over to WMMR to be interviewed on Preston and Steve. There's about 1,600 feet of snow on the roads, but Cam seems to be doing a good job. A little nervous. Not exactly sure what I'm going to talk about.
All right, we're actually going to talk to someone else right now as well.
Jeff Goldblum.
No, not Jeff Goldblum. This is Nick. You stumbled across this, did you not?
Our friends at philly2philly.com pointed me in direction of this website, and it seems to me to be a website that was sorely missing in Philadelphia, sorely lacking. And so we got in touch with them, and they are coming in this morning to tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, there are obviously hundreds of choices for those who want to go out and imbibe, have a couple drinks, and
Philly's a drinking town,
and enjoy yourself. And you know what? It's always hard to find that just right drink special that you're looking for. And you never know. I usually just stumble in, and if there's a drink special, hey, well, that's great.
Right.
It's good to know.
I'll drink that.
I don't know ahead of time. But these guys have compiled it for you. And the website is called drinkphilly.com. And we have Adam Schmidt, who is here.
Hey!
Drinkphilly.com. Hey, Adam. How you doing, man?
Hey, how are you? Great to be here.
How long has this site been around, by the way?
So we launched the website in August of 2009.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the motivation to do this?
Pretty much out of necessity. It was I was in college, and I was looking, Googling, trying to find drink specials in Philadelphia. And, you would find, some searches where a bar would come up, and it would give you, $2 Paps or $2 lagers or something like that. So, but I couldn't find, one site that gave you everything in Philadelphia. So I pretty much just started compiling an Excel spreadsheet just for my own personal use.
Right.
And a lot of my buddies and stuff would ask me, where should we go tonight? Because they knew I had this list.
Yeah.
And I started saying, you know what, maybe I should start a website. So I sort of did it as a joke, and it just sort of snowballed from there.
It turns out it's actually useful.
It turns out it's actually useful.
So at first, I would imagine you had to call around, find out what kind of specials they had each week, and do all the legwork on your own, right?
It was an absolute nightmare because there's something about 600 bars in Philadelphia.
Wow.
And I would call places and email them, and as soon as I got all the information up to date, then it would change.
So initially, they must think, "Who's this punk who's calling up and trying to get this information?" And I don't have time for this. I assume they're starting to become aware of the website. Are you getting a little bit more cooperation?
I think they were actually just getting annoyed with me.
Oh yeah.
I have a question because I really do like craft beers. And there are places like TJ's and Paoli where they'll have a special, like Pliny the Elder is this awesome beer that's made out of Northern California. You can never get it here, and they'll have special dinners with Pliny the Elder on tap, and it'll happen every couple of months. Do you have things like that on here?
Yeah, we try to. So besides doing specials, we write up articles about all the beer events, all the cocktail events in Philadelphia.
Pairing events.
We try to compile any specials. Like today, we're putting up a snow day special.
Oh.
Bars put up snow day specials to entice people to come out just to drink at their bar.
Going back to Steve's question, so these guys will let you know what their specials are, right? I mean, you don't have to track them down anymore, I would imagine.
We still do daily calls. So we have a whole team of people that call up because a lot of the bars will call us, but not all of them do. But we want to make sure we have the most accurate content.
That's free advertising.
That's free advertising. Yeah. And I mean, not for anything, but I would assume that the liquor manufacturers and providers for this area and the beer providers that they would want to get in touch with you as well.
Yeah, we started. It's gotten pretty cool now that we're at the point where people are actually calling us and demanding that we put stuff up on the website.
They can demand it now.
I just saw a banner scroll by. It says Drink Philly now goes mobile. So is there an application?
Yeah. So
oh my God,
we just launched this last week.
That's what you need, right?
What
you're
it is,
out in the city. Yeah.
It's a mobile website that works on all smartphones. So it doesn't work just on the iPhone or Android. It works on the BlackBerry, any Windows phone. It works on everything.
Right.
And it'll detect where you are, and it'll tell you all the drink specials right around where you are.
I love that.
It GPSs your ass, and then it basically tells you within a reasonable distance what you can access.
Exactly.
Cool.
I got a liquor store locator
That's-
for my phone, which is nice to have. So that's similar to that, and it's GPS. It knows where you are, and it shows you the closest liquor store in proximity.
And you have every part of the city on here. Like, I'm looking at the list. It's everywhere. It's the whole city.
Yeah, it's
Not just Center City.
Yeah, we're pretty much trying to get everywhere possible. We're
It's the
now
places where
starting
we
to-
won't go too.
Well, it's still obviously there's the person who goes out and has an active social life. As Marissa has an active social life and is out a lot, but this is a godsend for the college student. Still,
The college students love it, but what we're finding out is even like the older people between 30 and 50.
Careful.
Easy.
No, and I was about to say, man,
Older
I'm 35, and when you don't know exactly where to go and where the happy hour specials might be, this is perfect. And what I didn't know until coming onto your website is that there are happy hours now. I always thought they were like 4 to 7 p.m., but there are a lot of bars that are doing happy hours at like 9 to 11, 11 to 1 in the morning, which is a brilliant idea because crowds come in at different times.
Yeah, I mean, you could use our website and like literally be able to drink with drink specials all day long.
like a drunken Magellan.
Wow.
Oh, we
God,
should
I
do that.
remember when the old Maui was around.
Oh, geez.
And we would do a live broadcast from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And up until 10, they had like a penny special.
Penny drinks.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And the crowd of people that would show up, and everybody would try to come back with an armful of plastic cups.
Which they would spill all over their
full of-
tuxedos.
full of beer and well drinks. And I'd forgotten that there are still places that do stupidly cheap specials
Oh, yeah.
like that,
Are
right?
there?
Yes.
Sinker swims
There's-
and all that stuff.
I think there is still a penny happy hour somewhere in the city.
Wow.
Any coin, I remember those specials. Any coin
Right.
buys a beer. Yeah, and at a time, probably between the ages of like 21 to 23, my friends and I only went to the places that had drink specials. So it was like
You didn't have any money.
it was Cali on which is now RP McMurphy's. Cali on Wednesday nights, Lagoon on Thursday nights.
I was at the Lagoon like every Thursday night. I
Yeah.
had a perpetual appearance there.
Yep.
Doesn't Roosevelt still do that? The coin?
I think they're the ones that do the
Yeah.
1 cent happy hour.
yeah.
Wow.
And we used to go to this place. It's the old. I think it's a Fox and Hound now. But on Friday nights in college, it was. What was it called? It was
Dick Clark's for a while?
Before it was Dick Clark's, it was KP Corral, and it was $5. All you can eat, all you can drink for 2 hours. That was the one where my friend was drinking gin and tonics the whole time, and then threw up in the 2 separate cups, sitting at the bar.
You know what, Adam? A lot of parents paying for tuition are just going to love you for putting this website up.
But as you say, you're finding it's being accessed by an older demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's being accessed by college crowd. It's being, when we did a survey, we found out that it wasn't people that just, are, living on the dirt cheap. It's people that are very affluent as well.
Right.
Do you think you might do offshoots like Drink Montco, Drink Delco, and stuff like that?
It's very possible in the near future.
Yeah, this is a great idea.
Yeah.
Has anybody else done this? Are you aware of other cities that have similar sites?
There are other sites that do it, but nobody that really maintains the specials themselves. Like most of it's all like aggregates that just bring in stuff.
And that's you have the issue then if you're not overseeing it as you guys do, then they can fudge things, and it's I'm sure you can check for validity, and you don't want a bait and switch type thing popping up there.
Exactly. I mean, it's a ton of work.
I would
We have to
imagine.
Yeah,
make
well,
calls all day long.
It's a slick looking website too. It's looked like it's very well maintained.
Thank you.
Can you give your top 5 bars? Can you narrow it down, or is that? I mean, you mentioned over 600 in the city, but like top 5 personal preferences for great bars, for great happy hour deals.
I'm a real big fan of McGillen's.
Okay.
Oh, me too.
By the way, I was just there a week and a half ago, and I had forgotten how crowded that place can get, and I felt like an old man. But I got there after a Wings game on Saturday night, and it was absolutely packed. But it's packed for a reason.
Is McGillen's isn't one of the oldest pubs in
The oldest.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
it was the speakeasy during the Prohibition, so that's why they can sort of get away with saying that they're the oldest bar in
cool.
Philadelphia, and
Yeah.
they've surprisingly for an Irish bar, great tacos.
Yeah, good food.
Tacos.
I think they do 650 pitchers a PBR almost any time during the day.
All right, rattle off a couple more of your favorites.
There's a great place if you like craft beer called Irish Pole that has about 40 craft beers on tap, and almost all of them are $3 during their happy hour.
Whoa, where is that?
It's right on 3rd and Chestnut.
Yeah, you know who works there from time to time? Shersti from our calendar, and although she's in South Africa currently, and
I guess they have another location.
She's not working in that one.
Johannesburg.
No, our buddy cousin Ed has bartended there from time to time.
Really?
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yep, I remember
All right.
that.
What else?
By the way, this instant message says, yeah, it's actually very useful because it's broken up by atmosphere. Is that what are they talking about? The website?
Yeah, we break it up by atmosphere, by price, by neighborhood.
Mostly oxygen, nitrogen, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So you can like find exactly the type of bar that you're looking for and find out which places have specials.
Pubs versus clubs versus restaurants and so forth.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, and a couple
Continue.
more. Two more.
If you like wine, there's a place called Trio Wine Bar, which has all their like premium wine, like discounted during their happy hour. It's all $5 a glass.
Cool.
Franklin Mortgage and Investment Company has probably the best cocktails in the city.
What?
Where's that?
It is a speakeasy bar. It was recently voted the best cocktail bar in the country by Maxim Magazine. And
Really?
It's right on 18th and Sansom.
So they give it that title to make it to go back to the old speakeasy thing, as if it's a legitimate business, but
Exactly. That's what
No,
the,
you can refinance there too.
but
the building
that,
was originally Franklin Mortgage and Investment Company, and everything is run like, if you order a cocktail, they make the cocktail like it's like in the 30s. And
Meaning?
the atmosphere, like original recipes, like everything made from scratch, no like pre-made mixes or anything
that's
like
cool.
that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
that's just a couple of blocks away from Helium. That's where I'm going to,
That's
next time I go to
perfect.
Helium,
Let's
that's
go
where,
there.
yeah.
So you could just peruse the site and find out, your next location, your next potential haunt.
Yeah, every week we do a different bar review, a different drink review. So we're like educating our audience as well as telling them where they can get great deals.
Interesting. Adam, how often do you personally drink?
More often than I should. I've actually this past Christmas I got all presents for Christmas that were all drinking related. I think my family thinks I'm an alcoholic.
Right.
With good reason.
Good spots for interventions.
Well, cool, man. It's an interesting site. We thought it'd be kind of cool to have you in and make people aware of it who aren't. drinkphilly.com. Pretty easy to remember. And
We'll link to it off of PrestonSteve.com.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, and I will say that we're doing a special deal for all Preston and Steve listeners that if you go to the website, there's a thing called 5 for Free Happy Hour. And if you sign up and you use the code Preston and Steve, we're going to do a drawing where we will pay for you and 9 other people to drink for free for 2 hours, open bar on us.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, so the code is Preston and Steve. By the way, you need to subscribe to the website to access the information?
It's totally free. Subscription, if you sign up, you get invited to all our special events and everything like that.
Well, you'd
But it's
want to
free
have
to
that if you're actively looking for stuff like that. So that's not a hassle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, man. All right, well, cool. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
You got it, man. All right, that is Adam Schmidt. The website is called drinkphilly.com. Something kind of handy for you there.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.